afternoon. I am Jonah DeFore.
And I am Anderson DeFore.
And this is the KES News.
What's for lunch?
For tomorrow's lunch, we will have mini ravioli, breadsticks, side salad, mandarin oranges, pineapple, and 100% fruit juice. Mr. Butcher will now announce the classes that has perfect attendance today.
Perfect attendance is what we want. Yeah.
Thank you, DeFores. Classes with perfect attendance today. In kindergarten, Miss Goodman and Miss Johnson. In first grade, Miss Belknap and Miss Lee. In second grade, Miss Bryan, Miss Chandler, and Miss Escover. In third grade, Miss Piner and Miss Solomon. In fourth grade, Miss Ballard. Also, Miss Hopkins and Dr. Mays had perfect attendance today. We now have a four-way tie for first with 8 days of perfect attendance. Congratulations to Miss Stevens, Miss Belknap, Miss Hopkins, and Miss Piner. Those classes have had 8 days of perfect attendance in the month of October. Remember, make sure you're here each and every day. We can't learn and we can't teach you if you're not here.
Mr. Meadows will now announce the top lunchroom classes today.
It's now time to recognize the classes that were picked by Miss Tamara and Miss Jennifer today for doing their 4 jobs. 1, eating their lunch. They're not playing with their food. They're not taking their pear and stabbing it with a spoon and getting juice all over the place. They're not taking their lettuce and tomato and throwing it or anything like that. They're making their lunch and they're eating their lunch. They're 2, staying in their seat. They're not spinning around in their chair. They're not getting up and running around. 3, they're talking quietly. They're not shouting at people. They're not saying, Mr. Butcher, Mr. Butcher, Mr. Butcher. They're talking quietly to the people around them. And 4, cleaning up. If they have a mess on it, they're picking it up. They're not leaving it on the floor. They're not kicking it if something falls on the ground. They're cleaning up their mess. And the classes that were recognized by Miss Tamara and Miss Jennifer were Miss Bryan's 2nd grade class, Miss Crew's 3rd grade class, and Miss Ham's 4th grade class. Thank you for doing your job today in the cafeteria. Let's hope that we have other classes in there tomorrow.
For the joke of the day, we have Anderson Martin in Miss Valeska's class. Anderson, what's the joke of the day?
Look.
Who's there?
Nobel.
Nobel who?
Nobel, that's what I know. For the fact of the day, we have Meredith Martin in Miss Chandler's class. Meredith, what's the fact of the day? A blue rose heart weighs up to 2,000 pounds.
Interesting.
For the vocabulary word of the day, we have Michael Sweet in Miss Caldwell's class. Michael, what is the vocabulary word of the day?
Hairy rabbit, young.
Interesting. I didn't know that a hare was a rabbit's young.
Interesting.
All right, tomorrow we continue our Red Ribbon Week celebration. And remember, Red Ribbon Week is a national campaign against drugs. And tomorrow is Drugs Are Tacky. So we want you to wear tacky clothes. And if you don't know what tacky means, it's just something that doesn't match. Like you can have different colors that don't match. You could be wearing stripes that go this way on the top and stripes that go this way on the bottom, or have a sweater that doesn't match something. You could have mismatched socks or shoes, anything that's kind of you would consider tacky or mismatched. So that's something that we're going to be doing tomorrow. Also, don't forget, this Friday is our PTO dance. The dance is $4, and it is for all students. Every student must have an adult with them, but adults will get in free. Also, any children under 5 get in free as well. But all kids need to be represented by adults. There'll be pizza and all kinds of food and snacks here. We'll have a picture photo booth as well. It should be a lot of fun. So come on out to our PTO dance. It is a costume dance. So if you want to wear a costume, you can as well. You don't have to, but you can wear a costume if you want to. Remember, costumes, and we cannot have any toy weapons with them, so don't bring any weapons, no lightsabers, no swords, no guns, nothing like that. Just and we know they'd be toys, but don't bring them even if they're not allowed. So you can have a mask, but your mask can only be worn during the contest part of it. But we encourage you to come on out and have a lot of fun at our PTO dance. Also, Friday morning will be our book character parade. Come dressed as your favorite book character. You must have the book with you when you come, and dress as that. It should be a lot of fun.
That is all the announcements for today.
Thank you for being a ready, respectful, and responsible student who is focused on graduating the year
2028. Because when you are a ready, respectful, and responsible student who is focused on graduating in the year, you are boldly committed to student success. It is now time for our car riders and after-school buses to come to the gym.
When you come to the gym, you need to walk on the right side of the hall and be silent.
When you get to the gym, you need to sit at your grade level rows and be silent so you can hear your car call.
If you are a bus rider, you need to pay attention to the announcement so that you can hear your bus being called.
When your bus is called, please make sure that you go straight to your bus.
Also, make sure you walk on the right side of the hall and you are silent.
Please make sure you pay attention so you don't miss your bus.
We're serious.
Yeah, serious.
I'm Jonah.
And I'm Anderson.
And that was the KS News. Peace